Okay, this is a shirt I did for my son for his third birthday, and he so much loved it. And I thought of taking you along and teach you how to make this step by step for absolute beginners. I did some, we decided to add some pockets here, just as you can see in the image. And when I had to put buttons, and we're going to be working this, we're going to be creating this beautiful shirt in 3 measure steps. The first part, we're going to create 3 pieces, one piece for the back and 2 identical pieces for the front. And the third part, we're going to proceed in joining the pieces together. And once we are done with that, we're going to create our sleeves, and we're going to end up just creating a polo neck and inserting the pocket, and that'll be that. Now, shalom crocheters, welcome to my channel ZOE CROCHETR. Without no further ado, get set all your materials and let's get started. And I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers and to all my members. God bless you. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel ZOE CROCHETR. Now, commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Okay, now we're going to begin, and I'll be giving you a sample of it, right? So as I said, we are going to start by creating a long chain that measures the length of our shoulder. So we're doing, give a better view. So we're doing shoulder to shoulder. You have to check the length first. Okay, now let's do that. So right now, to make a chain, you're going to yarn over and pull through. That's 1, 2, 20 and 21. I have a total of 21 chains here. So we have a total of 21 chains here. We're going to go ahead and add 3 to that chain. So we have 21, add 3 more. 1, 2 and 3. We have added 3 more chains. Now you're going to come into that 4th stitch, that 4th chain. So you're going to skip 1, 2 and 3 and come into the 4th chain, and you're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook in that 4th chain, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull out 2 loops. You're left with 2, yarn over, pull out 2 loops. So these 3 chains that we just stopped here represents our first double crochet, and here we have done a double crochet, so we have a total of 2 stitches, and our pattern we need to make a total of 6. Okay, so we have 1, 2. Let's go ahead and make a double crochet into this next stitch, yarn over, make a double crochet into the next stitch, yarn over, make a double crochet into the next stitch, yarn over, insert your hook and make a double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, now we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I said this chain 3 represent our first stitch, so we have a total of 6 stitches. Now next, what we do now, we're going to chain 1, and when we chain 1, we skip 1 chain and we'll repeat our pattern. You skip 1 chain and come to the next chain and make a double crochet, and our pattern always consists of 6 double crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, we have a second group of 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip 1 chain, and into the next chain we're going to repeat the pattern and make 6 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you can see we have completed our first row, and we still have some 2 stitches left here. We have 2 stitches, we have 2 chains here, 1, 2. Just cut that. Here we go. To start the next row, all we're going to do is we're just going to turn and walk. And for this row number 2, you can either go ahead and chain 3, like 1, 2, and 3, and this is going to constitute your first stitch, or you do this, and I prefer this. You come back in that same stitch, insert your hook, yarn over. You have 2 loops, that's a single crochet, pull out 2 loops, and you can see you have 2 loops there. Go into that second loop, yarn over, pull through, and make another single crochet. This is going to constitute for our first stitch. You cannot help our work, stand straight and yarn over, and into the next stitch you make a double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch you make a double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch you make a double crochet, now you must always have 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once that is done, go ahead and chain 1, yarn over, and come to these other groups, and you're just going to repeat the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and chain 1 and complete the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, and we see the chain 3 that we skipped at the beginning. Come on the top of that chain, you can see, and insert your hook, and make sure you're working on the top. That is going to help our work to be very straight. And go. And here we are, we've completed 2 rows, and this is what it looks like. To begin our 3rd row, you're always going to turn your work, and you're always going to start the same way. You can either chain 3 and start your work, or you do what I prefer. Go back to that same stitch and make a single crochet, 1, 2, come to the second loop and make another single crochet, and now into the next stitch you just go ahead and make a double crochet, and chain 1, yarn over. You need to make sure that you're always counting your stitches. Chain 1, hook. Chain 1. Chain 1. And according to my pattern, we should make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's time for us to change color and switch to the white. And you're going to chain 1 and fasten off that yarn. Pull that off. And always remember to turn your work. The last stitch here, go ahead and insert your hook there. Bring that other tail in front, and your new yarn, bring it inside your work. Now bring the tail of this new yarn, bring it in front. Okay, here we have our yarn inserted. Go ahead and chain 1. That chain 1 helps us to secure our work. And now next, we're going to go ahead and yarn over, insert a hook. This time around, we're going to make a half double crochet. So pull through, and we have 3 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull up all 3 loops, just a half double crochet. And into the next stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, and make a half double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch, make a half double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch, make a half double crochet, make a half double crochet, make a half double crochet. And once you get in this chain 1 space here, go ahead there and make 1 half double crochet, yarn over, and you're just going to repeat the sequence of once you get here. Here we have our last stitch. Go ahead and make your last half double crochet there. just completed this row, just completed this row here. Now let's start in the next row. So you want to go ahead, chain 1 and fasten off your yarn. So take off that yarn and chain your work. Now go ahead and chain 1 because we need to secure that tail. And I always start the way I start. I'll go back there and make my stitch. You don't want to do this, you're just going to do a chain 3, okay? And into the second hook. And this is going to represent our first stitch. Make the second double crochet. Yarn over, make the third double crochet. The fourth. And the fifth. And the sixth. Now we must always remember our pattern. We have already 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to respect this. So come here and chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and into the next stitch repeat your pattern. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and go ahead and repeat your pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the last stitch here, the top of that stitch. Make number 6. And here we go. To begin next row, you're just going to turn your work. Chain 1, chain 1, and the last one here, and 6, and you're just going to turn your work and just start your pattern. And yeah, so this is our beautiful pattern. And since this stitch was worked, so it is secured, see, worked along the stitch, just take that off. And here we go, we have something like this. We're just going to repeat this. When we have 4 rows of this, we do the one, we do the half double crochet in white, and we change the color. We're just going to alternate it like this until we have something like this. Right, so you can see it's just the same exact thing. So we're working shoulder to shoulder, so we're going to have this shape. And yes, so we're just going to repeat this, and this is for a 4-year-old baby, and I'm going to work until half the length. Okay, I'm going to insert on the screen the various measurements. So this is the back, this is the back, there's shoulder to shoulder. I'm going to insert the measurement shoulder to shoulder, the measurement on the screen, and the length will depend on you. So I'm going to make it very long. I want it to be longer. I want it to pass his waist, more than his waist. I'm going to insert. And now next, this is what we're going to do. To achieve the front, we are going to divide, the measurement of the back in two. So we're going to use the measurement of the back in two. We're going to make one side that will come this way, and we're going to make the second panel that will come this way, and we're going to proceed in attaching the work, just as I told you in the beginning in our introduction. Okay, so keep on working, and I'll give you more information on that. And one more thing, you need to make sure that while you're working on your pieces, they must have the same length. You can see they must have the same length. That's so the piece for the back and that for the front must have the same length. So go ahead and finish your pieces. And now here we have completed with the back panel, and this one is giving us so far. I mean, this is so beautiful. And yes, I did this very long, and now the normal length is 27 centimeters. Okay, this is from the neck to the waist. Now I want it very long. I wanted a little bit longer, so I went ahead and did it for a total of, and it's giving us a total of 43 centimeters. And yes, and just as I said, we are going to need 3 pieces. So I will completed my 3. I did 2 identical pieces. So this is the first piece for the front, and here we have the second piece for the front. Okay, so once we have our panels ready, we're going to start sewing, and we are going to first shape the space for the sleeves. And for our sleeves we're going to need a total of 13 centimeters. Okay, 13 centimeters. You're going to insert a stitch marker here. We'll have 13 centimeters. This part is going to be our sleeves. Okay, we're going to read like this. Now we need to mark the space for the shoulder, and our shoulder is measuring 9 centimeters. So you want to just put it like this. Okay, so from this end to here we have a total of 9 centimeters, and insert the stitch marker. You need to make it such a way that it has to be on the same spot behind. Okay, now to help you, just insert another one here. And just going to follow the same procedure for the left side, and this part is going to serve us for the polo neck. Okay, now here we have our shoulder, here we have our sleeve opening, and now we have to start sewing. So you can decide to sew anyway, but for this stitch I'll sew from the wrong side. You want to make sure that your work really aligns together. Let's first do this. Let's secure that tail. I'm going to allow a long tail here. This tail will serve us. Okay. Now we can start sewing. We're going to be sewing from inside out. So on this other side, you just come just like this. Okay. Really nothing complicated. Sew it, and come on this other side and sew. You come on this other side. Okay, so you can see, just do it like this. You want to make sure that The important thing is to make sure that the stitches aligned together. Okay, and come this way and sew it to relax it like this, and come this way and sew it, and come this way and sew. There we have this, just come in and sew it. So you can see it's really not complicated, right? And turn from inside. Oh my goodness, see, this is what it gives us. This is really so clean. So we are just going to respect this procedure. We're going to sew until we get here where we have the stitch marker. You stop here, because remember, this is the opening for the sleeve. Okay, so keep on sewing and I'll meet you when we get here. So this is what we are doing all this while. I'm sewing from bottom to here. And now once we get here, all we have to do is just secure this. And now we can take off our stitch marker because we don't need it again. And now we're going to turn the work, and this is what it gives us from inside. You can see it's really very beautiful. You kind of want to come out here seeing what's the color yarn, but you wore the blue. Yeah. So now next, what we want to do now is we want to sew now up here on the shoulder. And as I said earlier, there are many ways of sewing stitches together. Okay, so you must not like, if you find this a little bit complicated for you, just go ahead and so there she coming when you sew it from there, and then you should sew it from here. And I'm showing this from the right side, so this is how it's going to look. You need to give us this beautiful definition here. So just go ahead and repeat the sequence, and I'll meet you here where we have the stitch marker. Okay, right now once we are done sewing our shoulder here, we're going to come and work on the sleeve. Okay, so just come down here where we stopped doing our sewing. Once you insert your hook just beneath there, and go ahead and attach a yarn to go beneath and attach a yarn. Bring your tail on the front, and I think there's another thing. Just bring the other tail in front. I'm going to chain 1, and in here we're going to be making a half double crochet what we did here. So you want to go ahead, yarn over, in that same space make 1 half double crochet, and this is where we're going to work in. So you can see this space and this space, all of those visible spaces there, we're going to be putting 1 half double crochet there. So yarn over and come into the space here. I want to work along my tail and make a half double crochet, yarn over into the double crochet, make a half double crochet, and into this half double crochet, yarn over and make a half double crochet there, a half double crochet, yarn over into the space here, go ahead and make a half double crochet, yarn over into this double crochet, make 1 half double crochet, yarn over into the space, go ahead and make 1 half double crochet, yarn over into the double crochet, go ahead and make 1 half double crochet. Okay, and now once we get here on this last stitch here, we're just going to insert our hook and make a slip stitch. Good. Now what you want to do is you want to count the stitches. You have to have the same number of stitches on this other side. Okay, now we're going to fasten up our yarn. Now we are going to repeat our pattern that we've been doing here. We're going to turn it so that we'll have the same effect as we have on the body of a dress. So on that same spot, go ahead and insert your second color. Just insert it like this, and now we're going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this chain 3 is going to represent our first double crochet. So now you want to go into the next stitch, yarn over and make the second double crochet, yarn over, make double crochet, and 6. Now once we have our 6 stitches, we're going to chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and we're just going to repeat our pattern. We're going to make 6 double crochet, that's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, and here we go. I'm just going to repeat our pattern and I'll meet you at the end here. Okay, so keep on working and come on that chain 3 and make a slip just around the stitch though, and make a slip stitch, and here we go. We're going to begin a next row. You want to turn your work, and we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, and just repeat the pattern. Okay, chain 1 and just repeat it. Okay, so just keep this, repeat this, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Right now, once we are done with our sleeve, we're going to do some lining here. Now since this is for a boy, we're going to create our buttonholes here. We're going to create our buttonholes here on the left, right? So I'm going to change my hook to this, so you want to just go there and bring it and bring the toe. I want to go ahead and chain 1, and for this first row we're going to work in a single crochet. So into that same space you're going to make your first single crochet. Go ahead, insert your hook back, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull up 2 loops. This is single crochet. We're going to make in another 2 single crochet in here, so 1 and 2. In all of those double crochet spaces, we're going to make in 2 single crochet. Here we have 1, and you see this space here, just come and make a single crochet. So just work as, let it be as easy as you can do this. Just go ahead. And here you're just going to make just, and when we get here, we're just going to make the last single crochet up here. Here we are done with this first row. Now we're going to create our buttonhole on this left side. So you want to chain 1 and turn your work, and you're going to go ahead and make a single crochet. And after a single crochet, we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to skip 2 stitches, and to the next we're going to make a single crochet. So here we just created our first buttonhole, and now the spaces in between your buttonholes will depend on you. So I'm going to make a total of 14 single crochet, and after that I'll create my next buttonhole. So this is 1 and 2. Okay, here we have our 14 single crochets. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and create our next buttonhole. So we're going to skip 1, 2, and to the third make a single crochet. And yes, so you're just going to repeat this sequence all through. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, here we are at the end of this row number 2. We're going to begin row number 3 and our last row. So chain 1 and turn your work, and we're going to make it into the same space. Go ahead and make a single crochet. Into the next space you make a single crochet, and just repeat this, making 1 single crochet all through, and I'll meet you here where we have our first buttonhole. Okay, and once we get here into this buttonhole space, we're going to go there and make 2 single crochet. Okay, so into that buttonhole space make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, and I'm just going to repeat, continue making your pattern, a single crochet in that stitch. We're going to have something like this. So you're just going to repeat this, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. So keep on working. Now once you're done with this other side of the buttonhole, right, so remember we did a total of 3 rows of single crochet here. We're going to start here on this other side, but on this other side we are going to start working from the top, because we want our work to face right. Go ahead and chain 1, and into that same space you're going to make a single crochet, and you're just going to repeat making a single crochet as we have been doing. Okay, good. You know what to do, right? So you're going to make a single crochet all through. You're going to make a total of 3 rows also here on this other side. So right now we're going to come up here. So this is where we did the line for the front. Allow this alone. Just come here on this first stitch. You can see very visible inside your hook there, and bring in your yarn. And you want to go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2, and this chain 2 is going to represent our first half double crochet. Into that same space go ahead and make 1 more half double crochet. So yarn over and make 1 more half double crochet into that same space, and this gives us a total of 2 half double crochet into that same stitch. Now yarn over into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch, make 1/2 double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch, and when you get here in this chain 1 space, you're just going to make 1/2 double crochet there. Consider that space as stitch. And now once you get here and here, where we did the joining in the collar here, you're just going to yarn over and and find yourself on this other side. And it gives you something like this, and then you're going to turn and yarn over and work what you're working on this other line here. And you have something like this. So just repeat this and I'll meet you at this other end here. Okay, and when we get in this other end here, in this last stitch we're going to make 2 half double crochet there. So yarn over and on the top of that last stitch, go ahead and make 2 half double crochet there. So here we have 1 and 2. Just the 2 half double crochet here. Now to begin the next row, you want to chain 2, 1 and 2, and this chain 2 represents our first half double crochet. Turn your work and into that same stitch, go ahead and make 1 more half double crochet. So this is an increase. Okay, this is our second row of increase. Into the next stitch, go ahead and make just 1 half double crochet. Into the next stitch, 1, okay. So you're going to repeat this and I'll meet you at this other end here. And now once we get here at the end of this row here, remember the chain 2 that we did there. So we're going to go on the top of that chain 2, we're going to make 2 half double crochet on the top of that stitch. So yarn over and make 2 half double crochet there. There's the first, and make the second. And we're going to begin row number 3, repeating the same thing, chain 2, 1 and 2. This chain 2 represents our first stitch, and turn your work and into that same stitch, go ahead and make 1 more half double crochet, and into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet, and into the next stitch, make 1 half double crochet. Now this is our third row, and this is going to be my last row for my increase. After this, I'm just going to make 1 half double crochet until I have the length that I need for my collar. This is really optional, okay? So we're going to repeat this, and once we get here at the end of this row also, we're going to make an increase here. We're going to make 2 half double crochet into this last stitch here. This is row number 3. Now from row number 4, I will just go and make 1 half double crochet without any increases. And yes, so now we're going to just keep on working until we have the length that we need for our collar, and we're going to meet to see what it gives us. So go ahead and keep on working. Okay, right now I'm going to teach you how to insert a pocket in on your dress. Now the next thing you have to do is you have to locate where you want your pocket to be. Okay, so let's just insert a stitch markers like this. Come to this end and insert your stitch marker. Come on, this last one here. And here we go. So just try to make it as neat as possible, okay? And I get, I'll go under like this. And this to show. I'm taking the stitches from just from under like this. I don't want this yellow to come up. See, so by the time I close it, see right, the yellow does not appear up. So I take the stitch and I just take this loop behind here and I sew it like this. The yellow remains under. I set my hook under here, and I come here and I just take the loop from behind like this. Even it's just one of the loop. You see, it remains under there, and yes, just come under there. See, I'm just going to show you can see that the yellow thread does not really appear up. So you have to always pass this under, take that wall, and you just come and take this from below like this, and something like this. Okay, I'm going to have something like this. So you're just going to repeat this same procedure all over and just sew it, and yeah, and we don't want to dress, so this is really clean, right? And here we go. It's beautiful, right? I mean, this is so clean. Now once we have this done, we've achieved this, I want us to clean this this part. You can see, okay, I want us to give a beautiful definition there. But if you really don't want, if you think it's not necessary, you can just stop here, okay? But go ahead there, insert your hook there. And now for this first stitch, chain 1 just to secure your work. For this first stitch here, we're going to make 2 single crochet there. Go ahead and make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. Make 2 because it's our corner stitch, right? Make 2 single crochet, and now you just come in here. You can see that really very visible. Just come here, make 1 single crochet, come here, make 1 single crochet, you come here, you make 1 single crochet, come here and you make a single crochet, come here, a single crochet, you come here, yeah, come here, come here. You can see this here. You can single crochet and take a look. This is preferable, right? This is prettier than just allowing it like this. So I think this is really good. And now once we get here and at the top of this first stitch here, we're going to make 2 single crochet there, and go there and make 2 single crochet. So 1 and 2. You have 2 single crochet there, and now into the next stitch just go ahead and make one single crochet, and you're just going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. And yeah, this is beautiful. By the time we fold our color like this, we're going to have something like this. And here we have it. We have something like this. See, this is not right. Yeah. And thank you so very much. And you see how neat a color is. See how neat a color is, right? Yeah. And thank you so very much for working with me. Now let me give you the final measurement. So from up to here we have a total of, yep, so our total length of our dress is 44 centimeters, and the width gives us 33 centimeters, and the length of our sleeve gives us 13 centimeters. The length, the width gives us 7 centimeters, and shoulder to total 17 centimeters. And now the length of our collar, we have 5 centimeters. And yeah, let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section below. And we have our beautiful pocket. Let me give you the measurement. The length of our pocket, it measures 7 centimeters, and the width 10 centimeters. Yeah, thank you so very much for working with me. Let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section below. I can see my boy putting his candies in here. And yes, I have this also. I did this for my son. He was turning 3, and I did this for my son also. He'll be turning 5. I mean, this is beautiful, right? In fact, I am doing this, I am showing you this on his birthday, so you're not. And here I did the chain, the famous chain 3. Yep, I did something very different here. And here I did something different. And here I used the needles, and here I did a crochet hook. And yep. And if you want to learn how to do this, you can check the tutorial in my YouTube channel, ZOE CROCHETR. My YouTube channel, ZOE CROCHETR. I have a full tutorial on this. It's a hexagon shirt and so beautiful, absolute beginners. And I did this for 6 years old. So from here you have from 1 to 6 years old measurement. And yes, thank you so very much for working with me. Let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section below. And if there's anything you want to work on, don't hesitate to write me, and would love so much love and passion. We're going to work on it. Now, I'll meet you in the next tutorial. God bless you. And if you're still at home like me, I encourage you to work from home, and I pray God blesses the work of your hands. And I really want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing my tutorials. God bless you. I see my tutorials being watched on WhatsApp and Facebook. It's greatly thanks to you, and I've come to say thank you. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe. And each time you subscribe, always turn on the notification button, so always be the first person to see, like, and share my tutorials. Yep. And one more way you can also support me is by becoming a member. So if you want to become a member, there's a link in the description box below, and just join the link, click the link and join our membership program. We have a massive project coming just for members. And I'll meet you in the next tutorial. God bless you and prosper the work of your hands. Shalom.